there it is. Okay. Yeah. All right, so Harmful Onions put out so we heard about what happened with Nux's Discord. Apparently there's something going on with Leaflit's Discord too. So Harmful Opinions put out a couple of videos yesterday and today about what's going on. So I don't know what happened. What happened with Nux's Discord is apparently there were accusations of. See, I didn't look into it, but it's something in relation to minors in Nux's Discord, and I guess it's like this was in regards to the mods, not Nux himself, but in regard to the mods of Nux's Discord. I don't know any of the details. I did not look into that story. Inappropriate behavior by some of his mods, allegedly. Yes, so allegedly. And now apparently there is an accusation in Leaflits. Apparently there's it looks like there's something going on in Leaflit's server also. So we're going to take a look at that because that's, I want to see what's going on. So let's take a look and see what, Harmful Opinions' story on Leaflet's server is going on and what the deal is.
Oh wow, a VTuber is actually going to take a look at that Nuxtaku video. Oh, she didn't look at it at all. And even just yapping around it and dodging anything where she'd have to think or have any sort of spine, she still managed to disappoint me. Leaflit is one of those supposedly religious people who pretend to be a cartoon on the internet and has all the fire in the world to spit at every other thing she looks at. Clearly understands how filth rots its surroundings and radiates outwards, affecting us all. But on the matter of the corruption of the next generations online, is fixated on the culpability of the parents, ignoring entirely that what she's looking at is the next wave of parents who aren't going to look after their kids and in fact will think all of what happens in the dark corners of Discord is fine. These are the people who are going to be
Holy shit, this guy's coming in hot. Holy fuck. Now, for clarity, I didn't see his video about Nux's Discord, and I did not see Leaflit's response to it either. I don't... As far as Leaflit being open in regards to her religion, I don't think I've ever heard Leaflit talk religion before. Have you guys? Like, I can't think of, she's not like Celestium or Strop who are open about their faith. I myself have never heard. Okay, I to be clear, I wasn't saying like I don't think Leaflet's Christian or anything, but it's like I've never heard her pontificate in terms of her religion in the same vein as like Darling would, like Darling Straub would, or Celestium would. I've never heard her basically like ascribe any argument to faith, is what I'm with Leaflet. She when she facilitates her arguments, she does it with facts, and I can't even recall her ever bringing up religion in whenever she argues or whenever she discusses social stuff. So this is why I'm shocked where he's like immediately off the cuff talking about her religion. Like, what the? Okay, so when discussing abortion, okay, I don't think I've actually heard Leaflet talk too much about abortion. So that's why I'm like shocked. Like, what the fuck? This guy's a friends with a lot of Hassan simps. Really? That's interesting, given how she went. But the video, see, I was watching his stuff because we'd seen his stuff before in regards to the daycare fraud. And he dug into it. That's why I was interested. I didn't realize this guy was like, Yeah, let's see what he has to say. It looks like he's definitely got a little, but he's definitely not happy with Leaflit. So let's see where this goes.
The adults your kids are around in real life. Where are the parents? She asks.
Where are the parents at? Where are they at?
She knows where, though. A huge chunk of her content is talking about that. All these influences in the world didn't show up 5 years ago. The
Wait. Leaflit asks, not a hypothetical. Leaflet asks the rhetorical question that most content creators ask with something involving children, where something bad happens with children. The first thing a lot of people say is, where the hell are the children? Or where the hell are the parents? Where are the parents? Keep making, seeing what their kids are doing online. Yeah, and he's like, and he's gonna go with this angle of like, oh, like let's hear him again. Like right here, Leaflet. I'm guessing Leaflet said was saying where are the parents? And God, I cannot fucking word today. Yeah, she said where are the parents? Like any of us content creators say when talking about something happening with children, saying where are the parents when something bad happens online. Because, parents just stick an iPad in front of their kids and walk away and don't monitor what their kids do online. And that's why we're seeing such a push for this, regulation of ID laws, is because so many parents just stick their kids in front of a tablet or a computer and walk the hell away and let the internet raise their kids. So yeah, that's why people push for ID laws for internet usage, for social media usage, because of
All
this.
Leaflet was saying was the parents are partially to blame for not watching what the kids do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm referring to. Is she does what every content creator does in a situation like this. Yeah, there is part of the response. There's multifaceted parts of responsibility here. There is responsibility on the part of the people that do bad things with the kids. There is responsibility for the kids themselves going into these kinds of into these kinds of social media settings, and there's partial blame on the parents for not keeping an eye on what their kids are doing online. It's not like I know Leaflet was not saying that she is 100% blaming the parents for this. I know that's not what she was saying. Leaflet is a very smart individual. She's pretty knowledgeable about how the world works, and she would not be like, oh, this is 100% on the parents. No, there are multiple parts to this where it's multiple people, where it's like, what was this person doing? What was this person doing? What were these people doing? And the parents is one of those people. That's it.
Where are the parents at? Where are they at?
She knows where, though. A huge chunk of her content is talking about that. All these influences in the world didn't show up 5 years ago. The negligent or messed up parent of today was the kid being corrupted yesterday. It's a vicious cycle that needs to be broken somewhere, unless you're just okay with living in hell. I find that saying, "Not my fault, teehee," is little comfort as the world collapses around you. Let's be fair, though. People wanting you to address stuff that has nothing to do with you is probably stressful. I could hear the tension in Leaflet's voice. She sounded like a 3-year-old with a severe temporomandibular...
Leaf, walk. Okay, he's gonna take 2 seconds of video footage completely out of context, and say she was squealing like a freaking toddler or whatever he just said. Okay, what about the events leading up to that video clip? What if she was watching this video and talking about stuff and getting more and more aggravated because of the content that she was witnessing, and getting more frustrated and verbalizing her frustrations, and to get to that point? You're literally taking 2 seconds and
I could
saying...
hear the tension in Leaflet's voice. She sounded like a 3-year-old with a severe temporomandibular deformity.
Yeah, and what happened the minutes leading up to that? And he's gonna say, oh, she's having like a 3-year-old. Dude, what the... No, get off your high fucking horse, dude. Seriously, if you're gonna say that, then play the previous 5 to 10 minutes of her react. If you're gonna call her a 4-year-old because her voice is starting to pitch up and she's clearly upset, how about you play the preceding 5 to 10 minutes that happened before this so we actually have context for why her pitch went up that high, for why she was that aggravated, instead of just going, oh, she sounds like a 3-year-old. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you with that bullshit. I liked your other stuff, but this is disingenuous as fuck. He's literally doing the checklist that Asmund did for the Reang idiots, where they only start filming when there's the point that they want to make and offer no context beforehand and go, see, isn't this horrible? He's doing that exact fucking thing here.
Entire video, but I'm not personally aware of any tangible connection she has to the Nux stuff. So I get it kinda sucks people are pressing you to make comment on something like that. So instead, to make it more relatable and comfortable, let me give her something of her own to address. But first, imagine this. There is a community hall, a space where people can gather and talk about a bunch of different things at a bunch of different tables. It's not necessarily targeted at kids, but kids 13 and up are explicitly welcome, and they do hang out there. Now at the back of this hall, there is a walled off area. That's where the porn theater is, and the adults who are hanging out in the mixed space pop in and out of there to masturbate together. So it's not just kids and adults hanging out, it's kids and adults who are there specifically to look at porn hanging out. Now that seems totally insane to me, but this actually outlines how many Discord servers are run and how Leaflit's own is run. People have all sorts of arguments and hypotheticals about why that's fine, why it's safe, why it's a good idea, why it's okay. Personally, I prefer reality, so let's look at what actually happens when a server is arranged like this. Let's see what actually happens in Leaflit's server. Meet Nur. Nur is an active user on Leaflit's Discord who is granted the Adults tag. This is acquired by contacting mods and gives you access to the Adults channel. While the split between the mixed age areas and the adult channel is razor sharp and based on some kind of verification, I don't know what they do, the behavior of the users who pass between these two spaces isn't quite so night and day. In the Blue Archive game channel that is open to everyone, early last year, Gnur posted a picture of some character or other and said, ooh oh.
Yeah, okay, Heckle, good. I'm glad you're here. You can give some context to what he's saying. Like I have no idea what he's going to be talking about here, but I'm glad you're part of Leaflet's Discord, so you can give me context that he may not be willing to provide him. So, keyboard at the ready, Stray.
Early last year, Gnur posted a picture of some character or other and said, ooh oh, if you're not familiar.
And he's flashing by these so fucking fast, I wonder why. Okay. So he posted a picture of this anime girl in a short dress and went, whoa. And? Okay.
Oh, if you're not familiar, this is a lolicon thing. Another post from there should explain it. They say, I'm a simple man, I see Cunny, I ooh oh, crying emoji. And this person talks about Cunny a lot on the server. If you don't understand what that means, I'll put it in the context of one of their conversations. Nur says, women lose sexual value as they mature, and men gain sexual value as they mature. This predisposes us to prefer different ages. Exceptions exist, obviously. Shortly after they say, hag love is unnatural, embrace Cunny. Now the
What? Okay, that's just stupid. Yeah, like, so what? So this individual prefers younger women versus slightly older women. And yeah, he's obviously trying to fucking edgelord. Okay, and? Okay. What's his point here on this?
Cunny. Now that you understand, I'll hop back to that Blue Archive channel post. Someone responds to ask, how old is she? Nur says, Your Honor, she told me she was old enough. The other user responds, alright, since I'm 13, I'm maybe good for now anyway. Zam. Nur says, damn, bro just admitted to being a toddler. At least I'm honest. That's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and say that interactions like this shouldn't be
Okay.
happening.
Okay, is he doing it? Well, I don't know yet. Heckle, right now he's talking about that this interaction is this person's claim that they were 13. And he's going there. He's going from there.
That's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and say that interactions like this shouldn't be happening. But, as I said earlier, we're going to be very fair. Maybe Leaflit or her mods would agree.
Oh, I think I know what he's going. I think I know the angle he's going here. He's basically, I think he's starting to go at the angle that people are having very adult-oriented conversations like this in general chats, where underage individuals could be located. Yeah, the guy in question sounds like an idiot, but that's the angle he's going to. He's basically saying that the people that are able to access the adult-only content in general chat are basically saying inappropriate things in the general chat. So far, that's where this angle is going to be.
Maybe they just didn't see it. So let's look at something mods did see multiple times. Meet Black. On the 24th of September 2025, Black posted a couple of screenshots and said help. In these screen caps, which I think are from VR chat or something similar, someone had added him and asked his age. He had told them he's 14. A user in Leaflit
Hello, Captain Casual.
chat makes a good suggestion. Block, report, nope out. But why, says Black. What if she's
Hey?
my age? You don't want to see my username for Meta or the newer messages, by the way. Another user says women don't talk to men online, it's a bot or a man. Black says cap. The good advice user says no one normal is going to chat with you with that username. She's correct about that. The fact that she didn't nope is a major red flag. Also, are you actually 14? If so, you need to be very careful online. True. There's discussion on how to be safe and how using Discord that young is a bad idea.
Oh, Fashizi's in there too. Hang on. Whoa. Okay, hang on. He's flashing. Okay, I have to wonder, why is he flashing by these fucking conversations like this? Hold the fuck up. What? Okay. See, anyways, I walked a while ago. Should I hang out with my niece? What? Hang out with my niece? Wait. Hold up. I am now confused a little bit. Is Black here purporting to be... Okay, so I'm guessing this person's not actually 14. While it's not impossible, a 14-year-old, typically speaking, doesn't have a niece. So I'm guessing Blank... Yeah, I know it's not impossible. That's what I said. It's not impossible. I'm doubting slightly. Yeah, that's true. This is also back in November. And then there's some good. Now go find somewhere safe with people your own age. Don't let random sketchy people in your private DMs. Good advice. And if anyone in this Discord DMs you, ignore it. Don't trust anyone on the internet. Good. Rafesk is there? God, I have so many stories in Leaflits. I shouldn't be surprised. Actually, in that case, I would suggest informing one of the mods. Raph, I don't know if you're in chat right now. Excellent advice. While we're at it, turn off Discord DMs, message requests only, and tell Discord to scan content.
Using Discord that young is a bad idea. Black complains.
And then I love being a teen when people treat you like a cute toddler. Sigmund, not gonna lie. And then Fashizi, nobody's treating you like a toddler. Fashizi jumping in there like, dude, don't be trying to conflate this. Fashizi, based.
About how he's treated just because he's a kid. And finally,
And then, yes, they are. Look up a chat. Again, not treating you like a toddler. Fuck my wife, 2 hurricanes coming to me. Literally. If you mean Estelia, she's giving life advice, which is something you don't do to toddlers. Again, Fashizi, based. Fashizi, my beautiful stray, based, looking out for people in other Discords. I love that. My strays are in other Discords looking out for people. I love that.
mods are pinged. P-Dog says at moderators, underage user. The mod Crazy responds, okay, we'll make sure to not give them the role for the hentai channel. It is not against the rules to be under 18 here, just don't be a retard or Tylenol user. Geo says,
There you go. And I like Fashizi's laughing face
it is
here.
not against the rules to be under 18 here, just don't be a retard or Tylenol user. Geo says Crazy is my favorite mod. P-Dog posts a meme. And another mod called Dackerbird says, also, don't get groomed, kid. Discord is a dangerous place. Now there's something
Again, giving good advice. So far, I'm not seeing any problems. I'm seeing no problems here. Literally, everyone is giving this suspected underage person good advice. All I'm seeing is good advice coming out of Leaflit's Discord here. I'm seeing no issues. I'm only seeing positives here.
I didn't show you. Did you catch that? First though, let me explain something. I'm censoring Black's name because they claim to have been 14, and currently they would be 15. And that's normally as far as people think about it. But they might also actually be an adult, pretending to be a minor, talking like this. And what would that mean? You don't mess around when stuff like this is happening. You pay attention. Unless you're okay with a kid making themselves a target, or a predator operating on your server, depending on whether they're telling the truth.
The heck did he go there? How in the hell did he go from there's someone in Leaflet's Discord that's underage, people immediately called it out like, hey, there's someone underage here, they're giving him good life advice, they're giving this person good life advice, saying, hey, you gotta be careful, make sure you stay safe, don't, giving him advice on how to avoid getting groomed. And he makes the fucking mental gymnastics job like, well, this could be an adult pretending to be a kid. Like, how the fuck did you get there? Where is there any substantiating evidence to support that this person might possibly be an adult pretending to be a child? And for what reason? Like, that is a leap of logic that is just insane right there. That's like that's like the leap of logic of someone who basically spends their life thinking that everybody is potentially a predator. That's that way of thinking. Is you see someone this is someone who every time they see a supposed child online and immediately jump to that could be an adult pretending to be a kid to try and groom someone or to try and trick another underage person into like. If you think that every time you see someone purporting themselves to be online, you, my friend, need to get offline. You need to stop looking at what the algorithm is feeding you about the millions of predators that are supposedly going online pretending to be kids so they can groom other kids and coerce them into meeting offline to do bad things to them. That's the level of thinking that this guy has. Yeah, it's paranoia. Like, to make that leap off the cuff, that's just pure paranoia talking right there.
Or lying. Now, what I didn't show you were the two pictures he posted. In the first, you just see the person making contact with him in whatever this is. In the second,
okay, it says, also look at my name. How old are you? 14. Yet you're the one who added me. Also, I think anybody would know your name, and that's what he was saying. Okay.
Three things jump out immediately. You've got him telling this stranger he's 14. You can see, though, that the messages are scrolled up a bit. In the top left, you can see that the latest message he sent this person was, "Can I see your boobs?" My opinion, whether he's telling the truth about his age or not, at this point, axe the guy. Get rid of him. Mods have...
Why? Why? This is not in the server. Is it? Is this a Discord server? I can't tell. The screen looks fucking weird. I cannot fucking tell if this is Discord. No. Is this a Discord server? Is this a DM or is this something else? Yeah, this doesn't look like this. This does. This doesn't. So this guy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, this doesn't look like Discord. So because he's chatting on a completely different site. So he's chatting on a completely different site that has nothing to do with Leaflit's Discord and said to someone that he's chatting with, "Can I see your boobs?" His immediate response is boot him out? What? Why? The guy's 14. I realize you may be a bit older, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. At 14 years old, do you know what pretty much every boy at 14 years old wants to see? Unless they are gay. At 14 years old, every boy on the face of the planet wants to see boobs. Every single one. Unless they are gay and they realize they're gay, in which case they don't. But it's called puberty. It's called puberty. When boys go through puberty, they start to realize that girls are attractive. They start to realize that girls have boobs. And boys like boobs. A lot. And just because he asks someone, says to someone on a completely different server, "Can I see your boobs?" You're immediately jumping to ask the guy. Take him out of your server because he did something on another network entirely. Not even Discord. He wasn't even on Discord. On another network entirely, and he said to supposedly a girl that he knew that he met in VR chat, "Can I see your boobs?" And your immediate jump is, "Oh, he's a sex predator." Axe him immediately. Dude, fucking repressed. Like, get over yourself. This is literally, by the way, he wants to talk about how Leaflit espouses for Christianity, which he doesn't, by the way. He wants to, like, use that as a label of how Leaflit is bad. You saying that because a 14-year-old wants to see boobs and they should be axed immediately, that is like extreme religious Christianity. Right there. That is like orthodox levels of Christianity. How dare you want to see boobs? You go into your room and you say 10 Hail Marys. Like, literally, he's literally like bitching about Leaflit being be proud of being Christian, and in the next breath here, "Oh, a boy likes boobs? Cancel him immediately." Dude, what the fuck? Get off your fucking high horse already.
Whether he's telling the truth about his age or not, at this point, axe the guy. Get rid of him. Mods have been pinged into a highly suspect conversation. Surely they looked at these pictures. But it gets much worse. On the right-hand side of this section,
and I'm guessing the mods looked at the pictures and said, "Okay, this has nothing to do with our Discord. This is completely off of our Discord. This is not even on Discord ourselves. This person has not done anything like this in our Discord. We're not going to do it. We're not going to fuck him out." And aside from that, they probably had the same thought process that I did. He's 14 years old. 14-year-old boys love boobs, so he has to see boobs. They fucking deal. Yeah, they saw it. They went, "Okay, that's no big fucking thing. Don't go asking women to show you your boobs in the Discord and you're fine." Which is perfectly illegitimate. Yeah, he was told to be careful. Don't do anything like that in our Discord. And I'm guessing he hasn't. Problem solved. I was going to say problem solved. There was no problem in the fucking first place.
second image, Black's Discord is open. Whoever he's messaging says hi. He says, "What's up?" They say, "None much, just chilling, my headache better." He says, "Dubs, would you show thighs? You are 17, right?" Solicitation of lewd pictures from someone
Okay.
he believes to be
Is that wait? That was a
You are
DM,
17.
right? Okay. So this is a DM. This is a DM. Is this person that is that is in the yellow box here? Is this person part of Leaflit's Discord? This is a DM. This doesn't mean, and you notice he's part of 3 different communities. So how do we know that this person is a part of Leaflit's community? Part of Leaflit's Discord? And I'm sorry, would you show thighs? This is a picture. This is a DM. This is a direct message. This is not in the server itself. This is a DM conversation of this person with the black bar out that's claimed to be 14. And again, saying, would you show thighs? Fucking cares. Would you show size? Yeah, sure. Here, thighs. Oh my god. Are you gonna go into cardiac arrest? I'm showing thighs. Oh goodness, it's thighs. Is this your kryptonite? Like, seriously. He's flipping his shit over nothing right now. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. It's a Discord screenshot, but I think it's like angled for artistic value or something.
18, right? Solicitation of lewd pictures from someone he believes to be under 18. Whether Black is actually 14 or an adult.
Okay, no, you're not going there. Soliciting pictures from someone who is under the age of 18, when this person himself has professed to be 14. There's nothing illegal. There's nothing illegal about it. And what he's about to do, I cut him off. What he's about to do is he's going to try and do his mental gymnastics again and say, well, what if this person is faking being 14? Then it would be an adult, but he has no evidence of that. But let's see what he's going to say.
Of lewd pictures from someone he believes to be under 18. Whether Black is actually 14 or an adult pretending to be 14, no. A couple months later.
Yes. A 14-year-old and a 17-year-old having this conversation. They are two minors. They do that. 14-year-olds and 17-year-olds are just just coming into realizing their own sexuality. They're going to talk about this stuff, and they're talking about it with another minor. It's not like they're going to an adult. Okay, it's not like an adult is doing this to a minor. These are two minors doing this with each other. Are you going to go to every fucking high school in the world and start policing every minor in high school that is hitting on someone of the opposite sex and basically like saying something that could be suggestive because they're flirting, because they're young, they don't know how to flirt, and they're incredibly fucking awkward? Because that's what he's saying right now is, oh, they're both school-aged minors, and one is soliciting, he's saying soliciting, but it's soliciting naughty things from another minor. And this is just horrible. Dude, go to any fucking high school in America. They're gonna be 10 times fucking worse. Some 14-year-old asking a 17-year-old, do you show thighs? Is nothing. It's literally nothing. You literally have high schools that where the kids are asking and doing 10 or even 100 times worse than this. This is like, I don't know if he's just incredibly repressed or he's trying to make himself sound so important and sound so righteous. I'm suspecting it's the second half, that he's trying to act like, I am so righteous. These are children. We must protect these children from each other. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Mods are once again alerted to Black's behavior. He constantly talks about sexual things and his thirst for femboys, and it annoys the other users.
Wait, no, sorry, I was looking what you said, Atanachi. I missed that entirely. I need to hear that.
A couple months later, mods are once again alerted to Black's behavior. He constantly talks about sexual things and his thirst for femboys, and it annoys the other users. Sean says to him, seriously, man, stop trying to force your gay femboy shiz onto everyone else to avoid accepting that you are gay. Black responds to an earlier post and says, my dude, I'm 15. Yagami VT says mods in all caps. Floating Cheese says mods.
Okay.
Jackie the Frost says mods. Holy Dandere actually tags them, and so does Yagami. Jackie the Frost says underage user. Black says it's not.
Now, he said this was a couple months later, right? Am I correct that like I'm just trying to keep track of the timeline. He said this interaction was a couple months later. Am I correct? Because 2 months later. Okay, so maybe he had a birthday. Okay.
Legal. Julio shows up confused. Yagami says it's against the rules of the Discord, MF. Julio says, It's not against the rules. Julio, by the way, is not just a mod. He is Leaflit's producer. You can see that on his LinkedIn, and also here's a clip of Leaflit.
On YouTube, I'm not even the head decision maker. I have a producer handling that. His name is Julio.
They have a giggle about it, and editor seems more accurate.
He's blacking out only the one user because that one user professed to being underage. So he's blacking out the name for identity protection purposes.
Producer handling that. His name is Julio.
They have a giggle about it, and editor seems more accurate. But who am I to argue?
Yeah, that's something that should be distinction. That they're not like trying to get him kicked out. They're just making sure he doesn't get the adult tag.
Argue with the guy's CV. Nun163 says to Black, 15 and you want to F dudes? You're chopped, cooked, and bald, my guy. Black responds, I already said I'm 15, broski. Holy Dandere says this server is 18 plus, dingus. Black says cap. Julio asks where it says that. Floating Cheese says 15 and already gay and porn addicted. Now Julio is correct.
Okay. Oh, well, at least he's admitting Julio's correct. Yeah, it's like, okay, again. They can't, young teenagers have access to the internet. Young teenagers, whether you like it or not, are looking at porn on the internet. And apparently, the individual here likes femboys. Okay, gamer, you do you. Like, so what? There's nothing, like, it's not like one of the adult users actually approached him and said, hey man, you like femboys? No, he volunteered that going, I like femboys. He volunteered that. No other user approached him and said, hey, do you? Again, where's the problem? Where's the problem? I'm like, it's not like Leaflit server is posting femboy pics, in any of their channels. He came in from the outside and said, I like femboys. So again, where's the problem with Leaflit's channel? Why would Leaflit kick someone out of her channel because they said they like femboys? Where's the problem with that? So what? As long as he doesn't try and push that shit in the server, try and post naughty femboy pictures that go against TOS, a person that is purporting to be a minor saying they like femboys out of pocket is nothing and is not against the rules.
Now Julio is correct, and the presence of minors is referred to in the rules, in a very strange rule. Rule 6. Act like responsible adults. Even if you may not be 18, know that this is treated as an adult server. Lots of ways to interpret that. Here's how Black interprets it. It says you can be a minor, but act like adult. That certainly is what
So he's refusing. Okay, so now he's conflating context. Now he's conflating context. Act like responsible adults. He's saying even if you may not be 18, don't act like an idiot. Be a mature, responsible person. That's literally what that is saying. Is even this isn't a server with adults, and even if you are not 18 or over, you're allowed in the server, but be a decent person. Just be a mature, decent person. That's it. But he's conflating that to this is an adult server, so they're just slinging fucking porn everywhere. That's where he's going with it. He's not saying it right now, but that's where he's going. Oh, it's an adult server, so obviously they're spewing porn all over the place. They're jizzing porn everywhere. And all of the adults are potentially groomers, and they're going to be grooming underage people. That's what he's insinuating. He's insinuating that Leaflet's Discord is nothing but a hive of scum and villainy, basically. No one asked him to prom. That's what he's doing. He's making grandiose assumptions to fit his bias. That's what he's doing right now. He's making wildly insane assumptions that he has no evidence to substantiate to support his insanely biased opinion about Leaflit.
Interpret that. Here's how Black interprets it. It says you can be a minor, but act like adult. That certainly is what he's doing.
Hold up, you want to
That's
flash
it.
by
It
that?
says
I
you
don't
can-
fucking think so. It says you can be a minor. Several people are typing. So it's not a WAS male, then it is a man. No, I have no idea what the hell this is all about. Okay. What is a I don't even know what the hell this means. No, okay. But okay.
Be a minor,
Might be.
but act like adult. That certainly is what
Oh,
he's
it is
doing.
a separate screen. It is a separate screenshot. Okay.
Mods are fully aware he's not being stopped. Okay, your life could be a lot easier if you just nuked kids on site and kept a damper on pervert stuff, so if they do get in, it's not going to be the end of the world. Easy for me to say though, because I'm not a porn-addicted queer who enjoys hanging out and sharing spank bank material with others. So I suppose
Here it is. There it is. I'm gonna play that again.
on pervert stuff, so if they do get in, it's
Wait, hang on.
mods are fully aware he's not being stopped. Okay, your life could be a lot easier if you just nuked kids on site and kept a damper on pervert stuff, so if they do get in, it's not going to be the end of the world. Easy for me to say though, because I'm not a porn-addicted queer who enjoys hanging out and sharing spank bank material with others. So I suppose.
And again, where is that being done in Leaflit's server? Where they're sharing porn with underage kids. Oh, this is insanely biased. I did not realize how insanely biased this was gonna be. I know it's not. I'm very aware that it's not. And again, yeah, this sounds like a hell of a lot of projection. It's like the way he's going off on this is like insane. What's Leaflet's rule number 5? You're saying you didn't show Leaflet's rule number 5. What? Somebody educate me. I'm not part of Leaflet's server. What is Leaflet's server number 5? Somebody, Heckle or Grumpy or someone. What is Leaflet's rule number 5? Because right now he's basically ignoring all of the rules that they got, and that the mods are actually doing their jobs. But because a single person, hi Raph, no unsafe work outside the adult channel, and no vor, fetish, or underage lowly NSF content, period. If you have to ask if it's okay to post, 99% chance it's not. This includes posting numbers that can lead to such content in both Discord and Twitch chat. Please keep firearm-related discussions to pew-pew, and do not post footage of living things, people or animals getting shot, or combat footage will get banned immediately. There you go. Yeah. So, yes, deliberately ignoring rule number 5. Normal fucking rules. This person obviously is not going to have access to that. But no one in Leaflet's server can control what this individual does outside of the server. It is not their responsibility. It is no responsibility of any person in Leaflet's server to monitor or police this individual for what they do outside of Leaflet's server. That's not their job. So if this supposed 14-year-old is like checking out femboys and jerking it to femboys and other porn outside of the server, why should they care? Why should the mods give a fuck? So far, this person has not said anything in the server that would warrant getting nuked off the server. Not one thing. They talked about femboys. Ooh. Now I realize that he might be scared of femboys. That because obviously it sounds like he is a severely orthodox orthodox religious person. So I'm guessing the idea of femboys probably previously hurts his delicate religious sensibilities, and probably thinks femboys should be burned at the stake. That would be my guess. Probably burn a femboy like a witch is probably what he thinks. But there's nothing against the rules. And honestly, talking about femboys is no big fucking deal. it's he's butthurt because Leaflit is a big content creator and didn't back him up when he went after Nux. That's what all the Ziatanasi you've been saying. I know. He's pissed off that a big content creator like Leaflit, who is big in the VTubing space with her own channel, she's doing her music videos, she's a frequent guest on side scrollers, her opinion is very lauded as being an informed and intelligent opinion. And the fact that Leaflit did not back him up in smearing Nux chaps his ass. And so basically, this is revenge content. That's what this is. This is just revenge content to try and smear Leaflit because she didn't back him up. Because she didn't say, oh, he's right. It's like, and who knows? Now that I'm ripping into him on this, who knows if he's going to make a thing about me? Come on to my Discord, dude. My Discord is beautiful. You want to bitch about Discords? You come right on into my Discord. My mods are fantastic. I have a great Discord where everybody helps one another. See, you want to come at me, motherfucker? Bring it. Please.
I suppose I need to check my privilege there. I'm not Christian like them, I don't have a Bible study channel, so I guess in my faithless state I'm just blind to the need for this. Now,
Oh, don't even pretend like you're faithless, dude. The way you're talking like an Orthodox Christian, where a 14-year-old talks about sex or something like that, and you're suddenly getting the vapors. Don't even try it.
Black will be reported to mods one more time, and this third time, a lot of very, very strange stuff occurs. I've got like 50 screen caps. I'm going to show the whole situation, but I'm not going to read everything. Hello, femboy trans Indian, says Black.
What? Okay. Screwbally as hell comment, but okay. What's mpreg reaction? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh hey look, it's Noah from earlier. Mpreg reaction. Nit says not trans in light version. Black asks them. Thigh highs? Kazai reports them. Tags mods and says minor acting like a horn dog in general chat. Black calls them a snitch. There's a bunch of continued chit chat. Black says
fuck you, dude. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Okay, no. Wow, snitch. Rip. That was to a different conversation entirely. Gone. Fuck, I hate this. It's not stepping like I want it to. Come on, god damn it. Okay, there we go. Don't forget this one. Any female volunteers wanting to breed with me, I may have a condition, okay? This is something else entirely. It is almost entirely temperamentally founded assertion. Few, okay? Not fun at all. Kids, BTFO. Don't know what that means. You have a strange definition of fun. I have a softer appearance, but as far as it goes. What the fuck is this supposed to be? This is obviously Clippy, but why is it blacked out? Is Clippy making an Ahigal face or something? More androgynous. More androgynous and goodbye. Well, it's a GIF. I mean, okay. So don't act like an idiot and it won't be an issue. And then a picture. And then a video. Is and be serious. How can I stop acting like what I am? Ever Henry seems fine to me. I love Mari, blah blah blah. Not even talking to him. Oh, back the fuck off. Okay. Should switch black to okay. None of this means anything. I have a ping here. Okay, so Julio got pinged in. All right.
Julio, Leaflit's mod and employee, shows up. I have a ping here, he says. Black says, I admit.
The fuck?
Black says, I admit. I am
Jesus
the wrongdoer.
fuck.
Time me out, mod. I must learn.
Look. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Yeah, you're gonna jump over this? Probably, but also this. A miner's been acting crazy for a while here. Time me out, mod. Okay. Come on, step. Okay. I must learn.
Julio says, Julio,
Come on. Okay. Okay, that's
Julio
something else.
makes
Okay.
a poll asking, ban the miner, yes or no, and says, your fate will be
Okay.
decided by chat. Other users support it. Black says,
Okay. Yeah, I can't believe, bro, man, a ban is too harsh,
a ban is
sir.
too harsh, sir. Perhaps a warn. Dave Boy shares a picture of Black talking about his sexuality and age. Black says if it's necessary, then goodbye people. Julio says, I accept PayPal to change your ban to timeout. I have seen fans of Leaflit say that this was an obvious joke. However, Julio has in fact accepted money to do things on the server using his mod powers before. For instance,
Hold up. Let me see this. Remember, Julio, nah, I second this too unfair. In that case, rename yourself as Juliet Meister. Would you do it for one begging emote?
he
I do it
accepted
for
$5
money.
over PayPal.
$5, no, do it. Give me. What is this even in context to? What the fuck is this even what is this a context to? It's a name, so someone wanted a name change. Here's a big thing that the Legion's Discourse 18 plus, she doesn't have any dedicated not for channels at all, so it's not like a miner is going to see porn. And from my time there, I hardly ever see that general. Yeah, but so this was a name change. This was all about a name change. And he's trying to equate this to dealing with the minor and banning a minor for being appropriate. Oh my god. Yes, it is. Like, Julio's obviously fucking around here. This is about a name change, not even about something improper. Yeah, they paid him to change another person's name. Yeah, completely fucking different from dealing with a minor acting inappropriately. That is literally worlds apart different here. But this guy's going to equate this. Well, he's taken money before. Don't shut the fuck up. Shut up with this disingenuous argument bullshit. This is not even the same thing. You are grotesquely conflating this with the other situation. They are not the same. This is a joke and a troll. The other is not. And you're acting like a fucking moron trying to compare the two of them like this. This is low. This is literally low IQ comparison here. This is like substantially low IQ to try and compare these two situations and go, see, it's the same thing. He's taken money before. Dude, fuck off. They're not even in the same realm of the same situation, dude.
Accepted $5 over PayPal to give someone else a name change. His PayPal link is not exactly hidden, so what would the punchline of that joke have been? Getting paid by this person who says they're a kid and is behaving like that to let them stay? I don't get the joke and I don't find it very funny. Black says,
well, then obviously you don't have a sense of humor, which obviously we can tell by this video. Yeah, fair. Not low IQ, dishonest. Yeah, fair. Like, seriously, do you really think that if the guy tried to pay Julio to not ban him, that Julio would keep the money and not just send it immediately back? Like, what the fuck? This is so stupid.
I'm a kid, why would I have money? Julio says, we all know you steal your single mother's.
Wait. Hold up. When did I say timeout? Dude, he said, give me a timeout. This guy said, give me a timeout.
Says, I'm
just ban him already. I hate IT fans. He's also French.
a kid.
His name used to be Blank. Yeah, and Julio Julio posts the evidence literally 4 minutes ago. Danny got you there fact checked in real time. I'm a kid. Why would I have money?
Julio says,
Someone says, please leave. Goodbye. We all know you stake your single mom's credit card for Roblox. Obviously making a joke. Obviously making a joke there. You know, and digging at the kid because the kid's being an idiot. So yeah, he's gonna dig at the kid a little bit and say, yeah, you steal your mom's credit card for Robux. Again, I see no problem. He's taking a dig at a kid that's being an idiot. I see no problem.
we all know you steal your single mother's card for Robux, Black says very well. Julio then offers for anyone to PayPal him 20 to stay. Leaflit's employee is trying to sell the server continued access to someone who says they're a kid and, quote, acts like a horn dog. This is one of the most...
Dude, I swear to fuck. Do you not know what sarcasm and joking is? Does he not grasp the very concept of sarcastic humor? Is this seriously taking this serious? Is this guy legitimately taking this seriously? Is he that fucking stupid? Is he really that stupid, or is he really that disingenuous? Yeah, I was going there. I'm saying, is he that stupid? No, he's being disingenuous and dishonest. He is grotesquely conflating what is happening here to serve his agenda. That Leaflit is an evil minor brand. That's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to lie.
He must be shorter
He's
than
trying
Ember with
to
how
lie.
often things seem to go over his head.
Shut up. Thank you, Red Leg. And thank you for the gifted as well. He's deliberately lied just so he can claim that Leaflit and her Discord mods are participating in bad things with underage people. Because guess what? That's how these people are attacking now. They will say, oh, they're going after kids because that's the current hot button issue. Yeah, Leaflet's not a part of it, but it's Leaflet's server, so he's basically, like, en masse just accusing her of she's perpetuating this because it's her server. Her server, her responsibility, blah, 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 blah. But that's why he's doing this. That's why he's lying like this and being completely dishonest in his arguments. Because nowadays, that's how the SJRs and good sir, I liked your stuff about the fraudulent daycare centers. But no, you're an SJR. This is how the SJRs attack people now. They accuse people of PDF-like behavior because they still think that people are going to start believing that out of pocket. People like this guy are still under the misconception that the general public, if someone is accused of doing something to minors, that immediately they're going to get the pitchforks and the torches and pitchforks and go hang a bitch. When the lie of this person diddles kids has been perpetuated so fucking much that no one believes it out of pocket anymore. And it has. You say, man, PDF is gonna be the Nazi. It already is. The new Nazi, yeah. But it already is. Accusing someone of being a PDF is going the same route as accusing someone as being a Nazi and of being a fascist and of being an Istaphobe. It has gone that same route now where it's, I don't like you. I don't like your opinion. So I'm going to call you a pedophile and have you erased from existence. I'm going to send the cancel mods at you by claiming you're a pedophile with no evidence whatsoever because that works for my SJR insane asylum friends. And that's what he's doing. He hates that Leaflit didn't back him up. And so now he's like, well, she didn't back me up, so she has to be disappeared. I'm going to call her and her mods pedophiles because of this absolutely benign encounter that is not in any way, shape, or form something that's going to, that anything bad being done to children. And I'm going to call that pedophilia because that's the hot button issue. And I know the freak shows that will follow me won't even question it and will just attack. He's counting on Leaflit being brigaded on social media after he posted this. He's counting on that. He wants it. He's trying to encourage Leaflit to get brigaded. And along with that, for these escaped insane asylum patients to probably try and go after her any sponsors that she has too. Because that's how these people operate. Chances are Leaflit is probably going to ignore him. Very good chance Leaflit's just going to go, okay, this guy's full of shit. She's probably going to come to the same, if she even sees this, his video, she's going to come to the same conclusion that I've come to. Is like, this is nothing. The mods were goofing around and playing a joke saying, give me 20 bucks and I want to unban them when they were not actually going to do that. And they're just trolling. They're just trolling. And she's going to and she's going to say, I don't care. But she is desperate to get this. This is basically this person's attempt at a siren call to brigade against Leaflit and anybody that's involved with Leaflit.
Most f***ing insane things I have ever seen on Discord. You know, if you think about it, it's really the parents' fault that my producer is auctioning children in my Discord. Then Black ends.
What?
Really the parents' fault that my producer is auctioning children in my Discord.
How the fuck are you getting there? Disingenuous fuck. You a flat out liar. You are a flat out fucking liar, dude. Point blank. Guess what? That's slander. Guess what this dumb motherfucker did? This dumb motherfucker has just committed slander against Julio and against Leaflit. Grievous slander. And if Leaflit can keep receipts of people that start attacking her on social media, citing shit that this guy says, and she keeps all the receipts, oh, that's a lawsuit. He's retarded, but he's also a lie. A giant fucking lie. And my guess is if Leaflit can get enough evidence that this is impacting her and her job in some way, good night, asshole. It's not just the video. No, not just the video. I mean, I'm sure Leaflit probably was informed of this video. I have no doubt. But that literally was grievous slander right there, implying that anyone that Leaflet's head mod was quote unquote auctioning off a child. Flat out slander. Oh, not my brother.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Then Black ends up saying, "Goodbye now, I will send myself out." Julio responds, "Go on, do it then." The users continue to chit-chat about this and that until eventually they talk about Black again. The 15th Watcher says, "Hello everyone, how are y'all doing?" Dave Boy says they kicked out a miner, so fantastic, well rather he surrendered. The 15th Watcher says, "Yeah I know, he won't get out of my DMs." Dave Boy says question mark. "Why?" asks Ordo. 15th Watcher responds, "He keeps saying sus things about me despite me not being a miner." What? Did he need $20, asks Dave Boy. Kiss of Envy says the block button is OP. 15th Watcher says he's a simp and keeps wanting me to send thigh pics. Dear viewer, please remember this. Sounds like you should have blocked him a while ago. WTF is his issue. In response to the block button suggestion, the 15th Watcher says, "I feel too bad for him."
And the miner was kicked out of the Discord server. The miner is gone. The minor is now speaking to this 15th watcher in DMs, not within the server. Where's the issue here? Where's the issue with Julio and Leaflit? He's out of the server. He's DMing an individual while not being in the server. What's your fucking point? This has nothing to do with the server. Nothing.
As before with this person, what? Dave responds quizzically. Kiss says he's a minor though. No point in talking to him. The 15th Watcher says he is so desperate. Kiss says he needs to find friends his own age, not adults on the
Okay, are we going to ignore how the conversation is jumping? He's a minor though, no point talking to him. They're literally posting in the same second. Okay? Like, context, motherfucker, do you speak it? All 3 of these are being all 3 of these are being posted in the same minute. They're probably like, boop, 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 that fast. Because down here, Watcher is referencing all the way back up here. So chances are these 3 messages got sent possibly simultaneously. Because you know what? That's how Discord works. Discord chat, very frequently, people are sending messages simultaneously. And that's why the reply button is there, so you can go back and reply to a specific comment so your points are made clear. So this person is replying back to this comment, and this comment has nothing to do with this one. You pick it up what I'm putting fucking down here. You're conflating again. My dumbass.
internet. Dave Boy says,
The only thigh pics I want are Ember Thighs grins like America Wizard when he is about to be menace.
Well, Blue, you're a little late. I showed thighs already. You're late, gamer. I already showed them. But just for you, my beloved fuel rat. Here you go. Since you missed it, here you go, Blue. Now I expect you to dispatch me on the next call, but I call on. Next rescue I call on, you better dispatch me and me only.
not negotiate with horny little boys that want femboy thigh pics. 15th Watcher says, good point. Guess they just never really thought about this. It really is complex, isn't it? They briefly discuss how Black was doxing himself to them. I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't.
The kid was literally doxed himself to me and a bunch of other people. Thank you for the counsel. Me too, he showed me his exact address. No, he didn't. Not throwing shade on these guys. He was not showing his legitimate address, I don't think. He was probably showing an address that he had from somewhere and just said, hey, this is my address, to see if it would spark interest. Yeah. I will bet you. I will bet you that when the kid was showing them an address, it was probably not his address. It was just an address to try and see if he could spark interest from the other person he was talking to.
Don't trust these people to be able to check. Dave Boy says, do not porn brain the youth. You made the right call. And the next message is from Julio, the mod, Leaflit's employee, the one called a producer who seems to be an editor. Given the conversation he's been watching, what do you think he says? Take a guess. 3, 2, 1. He has not been banned yet. The other users had to continue to work to convince him to finally ban Black. Finally, it's over. Except...
Wait. Okay. Look at the time frames. This is all literally happening within minutes. Okay, this is at 21:30. We were seeing the previous conversations were at 21:28. I think the previous ones were probably like at 21:25, I think. Hang on. Remember 12:45. Yeah, well, even look back here. So this is all in the span of 10 minutes. This is all in the span of 10 minutes, and he's pissing and moaning that he didn't get banned over the 10 minutes where everybody was figuring this out and talking about it. Like, does this guy not understand fucking Discord? Does this person not get it? Like, number one, he left the server. He wasn't banned, but he left the server. He is now no longer part of the server list. Yeah, and Drunken Fair, same. We do this, I do the same thing with my match. We don't like banning people unless there's a very serious and severe violation of the rules. And this entire thing took place over the course of 10 minutes. That's it, 10 minutes. You do realize that in Discord, when there's a potential violation or if there's a concern, there's usually a discussion taking place. And so he left of his own accord, like 5 or 10 minutes prior to this discussion happening here. He'd already left. And so you don't think that maybe there were discussions taking place that you're not seeing in a public chat about what to do? Like, usually, like, I've had to deal with stuff with my mods where we have talked about it at length before coming to a consensus on what we want to do in terms of an action. Unless it is something very severe where it's necessitated that we react instantaneously, if there's something where it's like questionable, where it needs to be discussed, I and the mods will talk about it. Sometimes briefly, just to confer with one another, sometimes at length. 10 minutes is nothing. All of this is over the course of 10 minutes, and this guy is shitting himself like, why didn't he get banned instantly? Why didn't you just hit the ban button? Why didn't you ban? Like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, the guy has not done anything. The guy up to the point when he left had not done something so egregious to necessitate an instantaneous ban. All this stuff coming out about the DMs came out like 5 minutes after he left. So now the mods can go to the route of, okay, if he's DMing you guys like this, number one, block him, and then maybe they can go to a preemptive ban to make sure he doesn't rejoin the server. But again, this is over the course of 10 minutes. Not a shit happens in 10 minutes when it comes to moderation. Granted, this guy probably doesn't have his own Discord, so he doesn't understand how this shit works. I'm telling him, this is how shit works sometimes, depending on what the infringement is.
To work to convince him to finally ban Black. Finally, it's over. Except for one thing. Do you remember that person who said, oh, they didn't want to block him because he's so desperate. He's constantly trying to riz them, begging for thigh pics. After what appears to be the moment of the actual ban finally happening, that person goes on to talk about how he's constantly trying to date them. They know he's constantly trying to flirt with adults. By the way, this idea that, oh, if two people say they're underage, doing that stuff together is fine. No, that's exactly how sextortion happens. That's how...
Oh my god, the fucking leaps this guy goes to. The absolute fucking leaps that this guy goes to. Number one, 15th Watcher was DMing. Again, what do you want? Do you want the mods to boot out 15th Watch because they're DMing with someone? Fuck you. If someone is DMing another individual, that's on them. They were told the block button's right there. If it's making you uncomfortable, block it. That's all they have to do. That's all they need to do. In terms of this situation, is advise this person, someone's DMing me, okay, block them. And now you're gonna go the fucking leap of if two underage minors are doing sexy time talk with one another, this is how sextortion works. You're really gonna go to that fucking leap? You think, like, oh my sweet fuck. And by the way, why is this Leaflit's problem? Why is this Julio's problem? This whole angle that he's going with, like this can lead to sextortion. Cool. They're not in Leaflit's server when they're doing this. So why is it Leaflit and Julio's fucking problem? You want to make the argument that like, oh, two minors sexting with one another can lead to sextortion. Fine. Whole totally different conversation on that. Totally different conversation. What does that have to do with Julio and Leaflit? Neither Julio nor Leaflit told 15th Watcher, yeah, keep talking to him. You need to keep talking to him. No, in fact, everybody was telling 15th Watcher, block them. They cannot force 15th Watcher to block someone. They cannot take control of 15th Watcher's account and force a block on the other person. It's not Leaflit and Julio's problem, nor anyone else in their Discord. They offer advice. If the person doesn't wish to take advice, that's on them. Leaflit, Julio, and everyone in Leaflit's Discord bear absolutely zero responsibility for the actions of one individual and said actions are not even taking place in their server. This is disingenuous as fuck. This is slanderous against Leaflit and Julio. And you are you are a lying piece of shit, my guy. You are just a flat out liar. Nothing, I can take nothing you have said throughout this entire video has been genuine in any way, shape, or form. You are twisting and contouring facts worse than a Peruvian nut.
How predators get their victims. Besides the point though, if black is the age they say they are, which this person certainly believes, something I think is pretty damn bad has occurred. 23 minutes after the actual ban, the 15th Watcher says, I already have dread thinking about my past interactions with him. I sent him a fully covered and clothed thigh picture once to get him to shut up. I fear it made it much, much worse.
And, again, this did not happen in the server. This happened in DMs. Leaflit, Julio, and everyone else in the server is not responsible for this. No one in that server told 15th Watcher to do this. No one. 15th Watcher did this of their own accord. Was it a stupid mistake? Sure. Was 15th Watcher an idiot for doing it? Sure, you can make that argument. Absolutely. It is not on Leaflit, Julio, or anyone in the Discord server. And you trying to make it shows what a liar you are. It shows that you are deliberately making a slanderous attack against Leaflit to try and brigade against her, and we see through it, my guy. I saw through it instantly. You are pissed off that Leaflit didn't back you up in attacking Nux, and now you want to destroy her by slandering her and lying about her and Julio, making it sound like they're running some kind of a goddamn sex ring out of their Discord server so you can try and get dumb fucks that watch this video that don't have two fucking brain cells to rub together go, Biceps a PDF, we have to go get her because big floating head guy with a microchip in his brain told me to do so. Guess what? Our voices are louder than yours. Our voices are smarter than yours. We have logic and reason on our side. And furthermore, we don't fucking care what you have to say. We're better than you. Because we're actually honest, and people know that we're honest. People know that we're logical. We use reason. We don't twist facts to suit our agenda. Yeah, it's time. Gamer, I drink coffee stronger than your feelings. Well, it's good coffee.
Never imagined I'd find myself saying this, but apparently it needs to be stated. If someone on the internet claiming to be a child is pursuing you, do not send them pictures of your thighs, clothed or not. Yeah. And the people...
Okay, the singular thing I can agree with. the singular thing he said this entire time, I can agree with that. It just doesn't help the fact that you're trying to use this as a means to attack Leaflit when Leaflit, Julio, and her server did nothing to encourage this and actually did the actual opposite of it. So, okay, the clock was right once. The broken clock was right once.
People observing this, including Julio, Leaflit's mod and employee, apparent editor, producer, so on. This is just normal to you people?
I think the depravity is too far, chat. I think it's gone too far. I think this is what you get. This is the fruit of degeneracy. That's what this is. It's the absolute fruit of degeneracy and depravity.
Yeah, so he basically spent 14 minutes lying. That's what we got. We got 14 minutes of pure lies. And slander. Can't forget about the slander. It's not even, I don't, the last clip, I don't fucking care. He just did that to try and say like, oh, look, Leaflit hates depravity, but look what's happening in her server. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He is completely full of shit. He's trying to do us, he's trying to run a smear campaign. That's what he's doing. He's trying to run a bullshit smear campaign against Leaflit. Guess what? It's not going to work. It ain't going to work.